friend. Call me, don't call Mark.
Call Ben because he's got the toll-free number. If you call me, you got to pay $4.95 for the first minute and $2.50 every minute after that.
Oh, hang on. It's saying here it's $10.50. Shh. Is that how you suck them in, is it?
Well, that's one way of putting it. Club Nouveau there and Lean on Me on Retro Rock. We still have Stuart Allan with us.
Go, Stu.
From Dangar Island.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's a great Australian name, isn't it? Dangar Island.
Dangar. Yeah. It's like Wanga, Dangar.
Oh, really? You had to go down that avenue.
Had to. He couldn't help himself.
No, that's right. Thanks. No, it's all right.
So,
I'm getting. Look at the look he's getting.
I don't know. He's getting very comfortable over there.
Just leave me in my glass booth, okay? I'm having fun over here.
Here's a little fish bowl.
We'll throw in chunks of raw meat every once in a while just to keep him happy.
Yeah.
Or do you want to go and get the coffees and have a chat?
What?
Anyway.
Oh, no, seriously, Stu. Whenever we go up and get these coffees, right, there's a couple of nice-looking young Sheilas up there, right?
Ladies.
And, he goes, oh, Ben, he says, you can take those. I'll wait for mine. I went, right.
Need some alone time.
Listen,
something like that. Yeah.
Cheryl down there, she's a lovely lady. Divorced twice, but that's okay.
Just means she's selective.
They're very selective. That's why she has it. No. Let's not go there.
Well. How does...
It's all about Stu tonight. G'day, Stu. How are you, mate?
Good, Ben. How are you, mate?
Well, I mean, Mark's tried to ask him a question twice in the last 30 seconds and you've cut him off both times.
No,
so it is all about Stu.
Anyway, thank you
surely.
very much, Mark.
That's all right. I'll just sit back and do nothing. Yeah, that'll be
Go
a
on,
first.
Ben.
No, go on.
No, you, by all means, interview your guest.
No, really? You think so? G'day, Stu. How are you?
Yeah,
Once again, mate, it's good to see you again.
That's the third time he's
thanks
welcome.
for
I know.
It's the third.
It is the third time. Look, Stu would like to have a chat about a couple of little things. Dangar Island.
Yes.
Now, isn't that an unusual name? You know, it's pretty... Oh, didn't Mark say that?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Just
Get with the program. See what I got to put up with. Why can't I work with an elephant?
I now
He's built like
understand.
one, but
You have my complete
took me a while.
sympathies.
gee, thanks. We've only been doing this 13 and a half years.
He told me 14.
No, 14. Yeah, it's 14.
Oh, close enough to it.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to us.
See, I was listening.
Yeah. How does somebody make money off YouTube? Seriously.
Do they?
I mean,
Yeah.
enough to make...
patreon.com/Dangar Marine. That's how you make money on YouTube.
Thank you. I'll leave $20 in it for you.
Yeah, no worries. I'll write the check after.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's got to be something. I mean, there's so many billions of topics out there that sooner or later somebody's going to go, I have an idea.
Yeah, so I guess there's a couple of parts to your questions. So the obvious way is advertising, like any other media.
Yeah.
But of course, producing videos doesn't mean you're going to get views and get advertising revenue. Actually, YouTube's just changed the criteria too.
They have.
They used to pay you sort of regardless of number of views. You could always say, look, I want to put ads in my video.
Yeah.
Now they've said you've got to have at least 1,000 subscribers and a certain amount of number of hours of views per month or something. There's a baseline before they'll let you turn.
It's all about watch time now.
Yeah,
It's a crazy bunch of criteria. They used to just have the YouTube partner program, but everything has changed since then.
Yeah, and it upset a lot of people, I think, who were making a small amount of money out of it, and then suddenly they didn't meet that baseline, and there was no sort of grandfather clause. They just cut them off. And I understand why they've done it. They've sort of said, look, they sell advertising on your behalf, so you don't have to get involved with negotiating with advertisers at all.
Yeah.
Google do that for you, or YouTube does that for you.
Yep.
And that's nice because it means that, they take their cut, obviously, but it makes it a very hands-off process. And in order to guarantee some level of quality for the advertisers, they said, look, let's just set this baseline. So, it made some people unhappy, but I think it's in some ways raised the credibility of the platform by doing that. So,
But do you, as a person who uses that part of the process, do you get a say on who Google or YouTube signs up as a sponsor for your channel?
No, it sort of fits in with the rest of my life. I get very little say in most of what happens.
You're married, right?
Yeah. But no. Love you, Vicky. It's a funny thing in that You don't, no. It's more a case of, apparently it's actually a bit of an open market. So the advertisers actually bid to be on a particular
really?
channel.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
it's
that.
interesting.
Yeah.
So it's actually its own little sort of stock market for advertising.
Have you been onto this yet? Have you investigated this for us?
Listen, we need more than one view every couple of months to get involved in this.
We can do that.
Yeah,
we all
gotta
spend an hour a day just clicking on our links
Refresh,
and all the
yeah.
rest of it, and suddenly going, oh, look at that,
Yeah,
we've
but-
got 5,000 views.
That's what we got Stu here for.
Consultant.
Consultant. Put it on his,
You
tube.
got to pay consultants.
No, I got a rump steak.
He did. He got a rump steak.
Now that's tax deductible.
It is, isn't it? Very true. Look at that. Yeah.
Just to
I
get
like this
You got to
bloke.
get
He's
to have
doing
an
all right.
income first for it to be tax
Oh, God.
deductible.
Just to get back to
fair
your point here, Stu.
You're the only one focused in the room here, aren't you?
Because I'm
No, he's
genuinely
not really.
really interested in how the YouTube algorithm and
Yes.
how all that sort of functionality works
Yeah.
online. I've noticed, and correct me if I'm wrong here, we don't get a say in what advertising
Advertisement.
advertisings happen on our videos. But they do seem to be marketed towards the viewers in that. When I'm watching your videos, I get ads for like fishing gear and like boating sort of ocean related items. And whereas I might be watching, someone else's videos, like some car videos, and gets ads for new tires. So they do market advertising towards your viewers. Do you feel that's a bit of a violation at all, or are you just
I
glad
think
that it comes that way?
No, I think obviously, to my mind, the advertiser feels they're going to be most relevant suits me. I'd rather that than you say you watched one of my videos and you saw an ad for something entirely unrelated and it bored you or wasn't interested. Violation is an interesting kind of word to use in some ways, because from the viewer's point of view, I think what people are more concerned with is that you watch one of my videos and you see fishing gear. Ben watches the video and he sees something entirely different, and because they're tracking your personal interests, and I think that sometimes scares people more than, there's an argument, for example, that you're in the office and you bring up an article and in the corner there's an ad for antidepressants or something, and suddenly your boss goes, oh, do you have depression issues or something, and that's entirely your business. And people do feel that there is some privacy concerns over targeted advertising. I personally feel that it's
pretty heavy like that at times, isn't it? No, honestly, you do. You go to a web page, and then next minute you're on Gumtree or something like this, and on the side it's really
5 minutes later.
Seriously?
The logarithms have picked up what you're looking at.
Sorry, so you feel...
I feel that I like it, because if I'm going to watch an ad, because let's be honest, we all pay for everything we consume.
Yeah.
You either pay cash or you pay by watching an ad.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to watch an ad, I would like it to be something there's a good chance that maybe I am interested in, than to see an ad for a car when I'm not in the market for a car. So to me, I don't mind it personally. I'd rather see things that are targeted to me, but I do understand that there are some privacy concerns that some people worry about.
Sometimes it just be annoying though.
Well, it is, because what I've noticed is that one ad, you continually see that every day, all day for about a month. And, if you go to 5 or 6 different places, you get those 5 or 6 different ads. Really, dude, I've seen it enough. Thank you very much. And there's no way to turn that off.
You know what I want, though? I want the big button that goes, thanks, I actually bought one. Like, I'm done.
Yeah,
Thank you, bye.
yeah.
See you later.
Because once you buy the thing, the ads are still coming.
Exactly. It's like, you were looking. It's like, I've got one.
Yeah, I've got one. Thank you very much. Go away.
It's right here. Look at it.
It's funny that you talk about privacy, because I mean, like, just little things where people talk about they're worried that their phones are listening, right?
Yeah.
I'm in the pet shop the other day and I see this bag of dog food that I'm not really interested in, but I'm like, oh, I've heard this name before. What is this? This brand.
And you're
I
feeling peckish.
I said it out. Yeah, I was feeling peckish. Said the name out loud to my girlfriend, and then by the time we got home, when I'm scrolling through Instagram, an ad for that brand comes up.
You see,
So
it's
I know-
true.
I know they're
Facebook
listening.
turns your microphone on so they can track what you're talking
It
about.
does. Now, they were listening,
Ooh, here we go.
and that doesn't bother me
Conspiracy.
because I wanted to see more about that dog food. But the thing that gets to me, right, is I started this new job. We work a lot with power tools, cordless power tools and stuff, right? Everyone's talking about Makita because a lot of our work stuff is Makita.
We don't drop names here.
And then I'm thinking, what's that what's that other brand I wanted to get? I'm thinking to myself, and then I thought of the name in my head, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's the stuff I want to go look at later. Got home, and I start seeing ads for the other brand that I was thinking of that I didn't say out loud.
Was it starts with a W?
No, it starts with an M.
An
it was
M,
tripping
Milwaukee,
me out.
right.
It was tripping me out hard. And then I was thinking to myself, I really think I want to figure out how to work this diesel motor. And then I got a link to one of your videos. And it was insane.
I did that, sorry.
Oh, I knew you were confident.
Go ahead.
All right.
All right.
Here's something crackly now. I better clean this off. It's Michael Jackson.
You got the records out.
I did.
Oh, you're just doing the right thing tonight, aren't you?
Yeah. Here's Ben on Retro Rock.
Thank you.
No.